Hey everyone, you are with me once again, and I'm so glad you're here because you're basically a friend of mine now. If you haven't already, just remember to subscribe and share your comments, your thoughts on my video. I'm going to attempt to do under 10-minute videos starting with this one today during the week. Maybe on the weekend I will do a longer one, maybe a longer winded one, or maybe two videos that are a little longer than, say, 10 minutes each. So stay with me. Remember to subscribe and definitely share your comments. Okay, so you're on the Duchess of Unicorn YouTube channel. The full disclaimer is in the description box below, but I can tell you this. All videos that I create all the content is found in the public domain. So I basically surf the net with you and we look together at some of these articles. So you don't have to read through them and thumb through them, but maybe they become a little bit more animated. Maybe they become a little bit more like a conversation between you and I. Maybe it provokes some thoughts in you. Maybe it provokes a comment and we can engage that way. So look for the full disclaimer in the comments. So I'm on TMZ today and I see Harry and Meghan, we're staying at Medea's house. So Medea is a character that Tyler Perry created. Tyler Perry is I think he's an Atlanta-based, he is a producer, but I think he's in Atlanta. I think he's based out of Atlanta. And he is also an actor. And he also writes plays. And his movies are predominantly Black focused, Black lifestyle focused. And it is usually Christian. So those two last things don't quite align with Meghan. So when I read this article, I thought, wow, a couple of things. One, she's in LA and she's at another house in LA. And two, she's at Tyler Perry's house. And I'm thinking Tyler Perry most likely had never heard of Meghan ever until she married or actually dated Prince Harry. And dating is, I use that loosely because it was almost like they met, made up an agreement, dated for a while, introduced each other to each other's lifestyles, and then got engaged, and then they were quickly married. And it all seems really strange how quickly that went down. Although most of us wanted to have some soul and heart and think, oh, it's so lovely. Prince Harry probably found someone decent. And then the shit hit the fan. And so now here we see a view of Tyler Perry's home in LA. And it's quite expansive. I believe it's 12 bedrooms. And you can see the pool in the back. You can see a road way back there. I'm not sure if that road is private or it just ends, goes past their house to the next very private estate. Tyler Perry is supposed to be filming in another location in Atlanta or something, so he's not there. And all this was supposedly arranged by Oprah Winfrey. Now, if you've watched my prior videos a few weeks back, several weeks actually, I talked to you about Oprah Winfrey and some shady things that, are happening with her. And I won't bring them up in this video so that we don't go backwards. But we do understand that we're hearing Oprah Winfrey's name continually pop up in terms of Meghan. So we know Oprah doesn't need to stay relevant on the back of Meghan Markle's success or her marketing or PR. So why do we keep seeing Meghan Markle and Oprah Winfrey's name in headlines these days? So that was one thing that gets me thinking, because I know that Oprah has a little bit of a political mind. Not that she's going to be in politics, because I think she's got enough money and I think she doesn't have the stamina that it would take to run for any type of political office. Although she likes to lend her name and her face to certain running mates, so certain people that are running for office, various offices. And I know that when it was the Obamas, she made sure she was deep in that shit. Basically, she made sure that she endorsed them. And I find it interesting because so did Beyonce. But in this particular video, Beyonce's not involved in what I'm talking about. But I see that Oprah decided to, somehow they're saying that Oprah had introduced to Tyler Perry the fact that maybe Meghan needed a home to stay at, and this would be a great location for privacy. And supposedly Oprah stepped in. I don't know why Oprah thinks it's her job to step in for anything, but it seems like there's a reason and a rhyme to it. So somehow she picked up the phone and called Tyler Perry, and Tyler Perry and Oprah obviously had interviews over the past years, so she does know of him, and obviously he knows of her. So Oprah arranged this for 3 people to live in his 12-bedroom mansion temporarily as guests. I'm thinking that's odd. It's odd because Tyler Perry is a producer out of Atlanta, so he's a film producer. He also writes plays, and he is also an actor. He's incredibly wealthy, incredibly wealthy. You won't see him on the Forbes list as the wealthiest man, but you can bet your dollar that he's quite wealthy. The fact that he has built his wealth on writing and acting as Medea, a Black Christian woman in the South, and emulating Black lifestyles, Black dramas, if you will, and comedies, of course. And they're usually Christian based. So how is that aligning with Meghan? I'm not sure. I'm trying to see not just now, but around the corner or up ahead. And I feel like it seems like Oprah really wants to make sure that Meghan is somehow connected to all the biggest names. But I think the mistake that's being made is that you have to be able to keep inside Meghan Markle's, her vision, her peripheral vision. You have to keep within that. So she's looking more at white men and women that she would find compatible. And even then, it's a gamble because you don't see a lot of Hollywood people trying to align themselves with Meghan in any way, shape, or form. You don't even hear from the tennis pro there. You don't even hear from her. It's like she's taken a background. I forget her name. But she's taken a background to this whole thing. So when we see now that Jennifer Garner is deciding to send an open letter stating, her advice to Meghan about, her and Archie, and reading to him and what the public says and being accused of being phony, Jennifer decides to write an open letter of support of Meghan and supposedly Prince Harry. I find that really interesting because I particularly like Jennifer Garner. She's like in her late 40s. She's probably around Meghan's age. But again, an actress that would never have her name in the same sentence as Meghan Markle, being barely a D-list actress, where Jennifer Garner is more an A, B actress. And so there's an open letter. I'm not going to read about it because I'm sure you've already heard of it, and we're at 8 minutes and 52 seconds. So I just want to say that why would we care if Jennifer Garner posted a letter, an open letter, in support of Archie and Meghan? We wouldn't care, simply because we're wondering why Jennifer Garner would need to have clout off the back of Meghan. Jennifer Garner is an established actress, and she doesn't need the clout of Meghan and Archie and Harry. But I'm not going to read the letter because I feel like it's more about publicity, more about, I don't know, trying to, increase the narrative that somebody agrees with some of the things that Meghan's doing and doesn't feel the same as the masses. But I would say that could be all, again, phony. So here it is, ironic. Jennifer Garner's trying to support and show support with this open letter, which if I had a friend or even someone in the same business as myself, if I dare even to care or to send a letter, I would send it digitally, which means email, or through snail mail, the postal mail. I could also send a text or through my own publicist. I would not need an open letter to the people who don't really matter about anything in either person's world. All right, unless someone was trying to get extra clout. So I'm going to leave it at that, but I think it's kind of interesting that we're seeing Oprah Winfrey's name synonymous with Meghan Markle. Now we're seeing Tyler Perry. Like, he doesn't need any more, marketing or PR. He has enough, and he's opening studios, which I think actually his studios were opened last year. So being a Black Christian actor and playwright and playing a Black Christian woman, his movies really don't match Meghan's narrative. So I don't know what the match is there, and I don't know what the compatibility is there, but maybe they just want a piece of the clout, just like Meghan stole clout from Prince Harry. I will see you in the next video, and stay safe, be well, and I'll see you then. Bye.